folks, it's Amber, and I'm here with another haul video. This first item is from an estate sale. I went to 3 different places for the items in this haul, and this giant book is a ledger book from, well, I'm not even sure what it's from, but I love ledger paper. I use it a lot in some of the ephemera and obviously for some of the pages in my books. So I'm really excited to have this really large amount of it. It doesn't have it doesn't feel like it's a very vintage, but I like the brightness of it, and I like that it's long, so that it can become a journal page and be right side up. So I'm probably good on ledger paper for a while. I also like these stamped numbers up at the top, these page numbers. What does the number go to? It's probably close to 200. Yeah. So I have 200 pages of this, and it's also thick. It's thicker paper than some other ledger papers that I've gotten in other places. So pretty excited about that. It's also I could probably murder somebody with the weight of that book. But I won't. I won't immediately murder somebody, at least. And then this is really exciting. This I got at an estate sale. I'm going to zoom in so that you guys can see this. It is this, I don't know if you can see the embossing on there. That's probably a good image. This is really old. I don't remember the date on this, but I was very excited when I found it. The estate person who is running the sale was able to find a date on it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, that was the back. This says autographs on it. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to flip through this. Paragon Autograph Album. June 18th, 1879. 1879. Age 7. Soren, maybe Settler? Over your friend, Alda, Lake City, Minnesota. Alda McCollum? A line of my writing, what shall it be? A token of friendship from me to thee. Minnie Stetler, 1879. To Maddie, remember me how brief these simple words may seem, to be in hope for you or grief, who hath no said, remember, your friend. I'm really having a hard time reading it all. I just think this is fabulous. These little messages from 1879. Frank Stetler. I love that this has survived. Mount Pleasant. We all have our choice in colors, but I prefer red. When this you see, remember. C.W. Morrow. This is amazing. Dear sister. So I'm not sure how I will use this. I'm not sure. I might scan some of this and keep some of it in, so that I can print it out. I just love the old handwriting, the cursive. To Maddie, your friend, Mrs. L.E. Denner. Anyway, very excited and feel very privileged to have that. Okay, this is another item I found. These two magazines. Let's zoom back out. These are the very tall magazines. Hopefully we can get the bulk of that in here. So this McCall Needlework magazine is from spring summer 1951. And the images in this are fabulous. Lots of color. I mean, look at those. Those are gonna be so cute in journals. You know, I'd love to make vintage inspired journals. Lots of really great ads. Me Too fashions. Ha! That has taken a whole new context, hasn't it? Oh my gosh, that's so great. These women, these models. Goodbye tape measure. We knit with Hero Measure Kit. These are great. I use a lot of these types of images in my books and in my ephemera. Here's like a stack of some of my ephemera that I have. So I just have a lot of these. These are not quite fully done, but a lot of these types of things come from these books that I have, these magazines. It's not like I need, you know, I'm certainly not lacking on ephemera. But this is really where I love to get my ephemera from, or from these ads and from these magazines. So I will have plenty of material for a while. Here's the other one. It's so funny because when I saw this, I love the TV show The Crown. I've watched each season a couple times. And when I saw this, I had a really hard time not seeing the actors and being like, oh, that doesn't look like the real king and queen of England. So, yes, this is from 1969. It's a German magazine. I love that. There's some really great images in here. Look at that one. I don't even know what that all says. So those are two magazines that came from the estate sale. And then these photos came from the estate sale, which I'm really excited. I haven't opened them yet. So let's take a look at these. This bag of photos was $5. So cute. Make sure this is zoomed in good enough. Okay. A little school photo. It's great. These little babies. So cute. Susan's second birthday cake is what that says. I wonder if that's Susan. I love these edges, the scalloped edges. Oh, precious little baby. I just wonder whose family this is. Look at this little tricycle. That one does not want to come apart. It's a cute little one of the kid at the beach. In the backyard. Oh, look at this other one, a little baby at the beach. Oh, I love this bathing suit. Summer of 1953. Cute. Look at these little girls. These are so great. I'm so glad I bought this. What a great find. Ah, look at that bathing suit. I would wear that today. Look at those cuties. Those cars are great. Where does it say it is? Bill leaving for world's something. That's great. Cute. I love that. Okay. Excellent. I am super, super glad I bought those. And I really wish I could find the family that these belong to. Although it wasn't an estate sale, so I guess no one cares about those folks. Ooh. They're going to be featured in my journals. And then look at this big old bag of photos that I got. This was $7. Wow, there's a ton in here. Maybe we'll just sort of flip through some of these, because otherwise we will be here for quite some time in this video. Maybe this is another video altogether where I go through all these photos. Why don't I do that? I will make a whole separate video where I thumb through all of these and see what's on these. Looks like somebody's family vacation. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna make a video after this where I thumb through all of these photos. These are obviously kind of in some rough shape because they're all curved. You'll need to do some pressing of these so that they lay down nicely. Okay, I will go through those in another video after this one. I also got this at the estate sale. It was just this little sleepwear catalog from 1982, but I loved it because I had Dukes of Hazzard pajamas as a kid. And I'm doing some 80s. I'm gathering materials for an 80s journal. I love this so much. I loved the Dukes of Hazzard. The Atari. superheroes, pajamas. Do you guys remember these? I loved these. I had stickers of those in my sticker book of those characters. Action cycling pajama. Oh my god. These are too cute. This just reminds me of my brothers. Like, these were what we wore. This was like when I was about 8, 7. So I love this because this will go well as pages in my, I don't really care about lemons. My dad did not wear these things to bed. I don't know who actually wears pajamas like this. I only see it in movies where people are wearing like those types of things to bed. Okay, and this came from the estate sale. It's a little children's book called Secrets. And I loved, I don't know what this will be used for, but the images in these were, oh, this isn't the one I'm thinking of. This I just might use in a journal because I thought the artwork was really cute. It's got a great cover. I'll probably just use the cover itself and not alter it. This estate sale that I go to has wonderful prices. So I just sort of grab things and they put them in a pile and they price the whole pile, which is nice. So this is another accounting type book, ledger book, but it's actually a book about how to do accounting. And it was published in 1918. So it's more like a textbook about accounting. But it has some cool, like, images in it that I think will look cool in journals. Because it's not an actual ledger, but it looks like it. There's, like, cool receipt-looking things. And again, I might go ahead and scan some of these into my computer so that I can print off more copies of this. Like, that's super cool. So that, I love this. 20th century bookkeeping and accounting. Boy, is that probably dated. This is the book I was talking about. This one I love. The images in this are so cute. Look at how cute these are. It's like, it reminds me of the Anne Geddes like artwork from the 90s. Do you remember Anne Geddes? I was not a fan of Anne Geddes. But it's got that vibe because they're like talking about grapes and then there's like a child as a grape. This is truffle. This is a gourd. And then this is a persimmon. Chestnut and peanut. So cute. I think these will just, they're so cute. That's a coconut. The coconut's a little, I'm not gonna look at that. There's a cactus, hickory nut, Scotch oat. I mean, some of these are upsetting. That's racist. We're gonna tear that one out and not use it. Apple, cute. So I think the images in these are pretty adorable. And we will just get rid of the ones that are terrible and scary. So cute. Okay, you know, when you do vintage things, you just run into some pretty fucked up racist shit. Okay. This is, I think that's the last item from that yard sale or from that estate sale. This is from a rummage sale I went to yesterday. Obviously this is in really bad shape, but it was like 50 cents. So I went ahead and picked it up. I figured it might have some pretty cute stuff in here to be able to use as ephemera. That's really cute. Yeah, I'm glad I picked this up. Somebody really enjoyed this book. When did this get printed? I'm gonna find a date on here. No, we are not. This is associated with the Ladies' Home Journal, and I am going through a Ladies' Home Journal from 1936 right now. That's where a lot of these images are coming from. Yeah, July 1939 from the Ladies' Home Journal. So I have like a weird connection to Ladies' Home Journal right now. This came from the Rummage sale as well. It's just a cross section of like graph paper, but I haven't seen, I don't know if you can, I'm going to zoom in. It's really, really tiny. It's not just like a normal graph paper. It's really, really small. And in the back, there are a few pages of this color, which I wish the whole thing was like that. I like that a lot better than this faint color up here. But everything there was like so cheap. I think that was 50 cents. Here is a couple packs of placemats. And I like these because they are, it's kind of like a doily, but it's long. And it's actually pretty intricate as opposed to ones you might find, you know, just at a thrift store. I think these are a little bit maybe older. It was at a church rummage sale, church rummage sale. So there were some older items in there. I love church rummage sales because it's like, you know, the older grannies bring out all their stuff from their closets. I bought several bags of these like notions, and I haven't opened them, but I could see through the bag that there are a few things in each one that felt worth getting. So I liked this blue trim. I feel like this looks like something that is rather vintage. Like that. There's just some blue bias tape. I probably won't keep that. This is what I was really excited about though, is this trim. It's a really pretty pinks and greens, pastels, with this scalloped edge. And there's quite a bit of it. So I really liked that. Let's see what's in this one. Let's zoom in again. So this could be cute. This trim here. The front. I think that is the front. This looks like it's more from the 70s or 80s. And then there is this trim, which feels a little bit more like a ribbon or bias tape than it does a ribbon. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that. But again, a bag for 50 cents, no problem. And then I was interested in these. I'm not entirely sure what I'll use these for, but I like to, I don't know what these will be used for, if I'll use them in my journals or in some of my other crafts. But they're these wires that you can bend, and they've got these really pretty rhinestones in them. So I'm very excited to have those. And then some purple lavender ribbon. Purple and lavender is my least favorite color, but I might use it for something probably not in my journals. And then here are some, I couldn't tell if they were hankies or cloth napkins with really pretty embroidery detail on them. So I'll zoom in so we can see some of that embroidery detail. And then it's got this yellow stitch around the edge. But it looks like they're like the size of a placemat, but they're too thin to be a placemat. So probably a napkin, too large to be a hanky. I thought they were hankies when I saw them folded on the table. I love this one. I love the color, the aqua color of it. So pretty. But it has the same little embroidery on there with the yellow stitching. So yeah, both of these were 50 cents a piece. And this, okay, yeah, and then I got this Cutco book from that Rummage sale. My brother used to sell Cutco. It was like his first job out of high school. I did not know Cutco was around for that long, because this came out in 1961. I thought Cutco was like a thing in the 90s, but it's a recipe book. I love a recipe book, cookbook. But I thought it had some cute colorful images in here. And then I actually think I already have a catechism book. You know, if you know me and if you follow me and all, you know, I like to collect. I was raised in the evangelical fundamentalist church, and I moved away from that religion, and it did a lot of harm to me. And so I do like to collect materials that I can use to make some journals and some artwork around the healing process for me of coming out of that religion. So I just love how funny some of the images are in here to me. Like, let's just read this. It says, danger, bridge, go right. Help us to get where we are going to avoid danger. Disregarding directions means accidents and tragedy. Honor thy father and mother. Obey. Obey, obey. Keep sweet and obey. Help us to get where we are going to avoid danger. Means the tragedy of sin. Look at this. How scary. Satan was just always whispering over my shoulder. That was always the fear. So yeah, these images are pretty amazing. I know for a lot of you that might not feel like I'm respecting your religion. And I don't really respect Christianity. So, you know, yeah, that's where I stand on that. I think the rest of this comes from a thrift store. So just a set of these dividers. These are really, really strong, thick chipboard. That I went ahead and put like really thick. It would be excellent for a journal cover, but I might also use them for something else. So yeah, I like the color. Really, really thick. I didn't realize how thick they were. Like thicker than a normal file folder. Oh, very heavy. Picked up this Tom Swift book. Tom Swift and his Jet Marine. Love it. I don't remember reading Tom Swift books, but I know that they were a big deal. 54. I love that. What a cool image. Tom Swift. This is fabulous. I'm very excited about this. This was one of my very favorite books growing up as a kid. Loved it. Oh, how pretty. I didn't know that there was some pretty color images in there. And this one was printed in MCMI. I've still not learned my Roman numerals. I don't know if there's any graphics in here, illustrations. Looks like there are a few. And ones that are in color. Yeah, great. So I'm excited because I'm just going to use, I think this cover is so beautiful. So I'll probably just tear out the pages and use some of them in the book and make a altered journal with that. But not alter the cover. And then I have some wonderful fabric that I found. There's this dress that has all this pretty like mauve pink. I think it's pink. Using pink lace in my vintage journals is one of my favorite things. So I love this lace, and it's a whole dress worth of it. So I'm gonna have that forever, which is nice because it means I won't have to use little tiny scraps of it. I can really be liberal with it. Is that showing up on the film? Yeah, let me just zoom in on the details of this lace. Pretty. And then I found this for $2.99. It is a hole punch that's like magnet. You put the paper right there, and then you line up the magnet, and then punch. I tried it out yesterday. I don't have this size of a circle, so I feel like that was a nice little find. And then I found this vintage deck of cards. There was a deck of cards that was very similar to this box. Like it had the same like velvet around the edges and the gold, but I didn't like the graphic as much on here, so I just picked up this one. Like, it has this little drawer that comes out. I think that's so cool. Congress playing cards. But look how pretty these cards are. I mean, I don't even need to do anything to change them. They're so pretty. These will look great as little tags inside of pockets. So yeah, very excited about that. I love this box. It's like, it's all velvety. I would have loved that. I would have thought that was so fancy when I was a kid. And then I found these stamps for $1. And I need to try them out. Maybe I'll try them out in another video. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try these out in another video and find out. I can tell there's florals. I can tell there's some words, but I'm not entirely sure what I'll try these out in another video and see what those look like. And then I got this for $1. It's a tablecloth. Oh, I just noticed it has like a little cherub on it. Not a huge fan of the cherubs, but I thought that these looked vintage enough to go with some of my vintage designs. And I thought it would act kind of like a napkin where there's multiple ply. Yeah, so I can probably take this off and Mod Podge. It's not as sheer as maybe a napkin would be. Oh, it's not sheer at all. Huh. I wonder then if I can just use it as, well, I like the crinkle to it. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it, but I got a lot of it, so I have some ability to experiment. Oh, I see. That's the center of the tablecloth. And these are just around the edges. So you don't have as much of as I thought. But I love the colors. I'm glad I picked it up. You know, for $1, I can do some experimentation. Okay, we are close to being done here. I have 3 more things. One is another cookbook. As you know, I love a good vintage cookbook, especially ones that features like treats, cakes, and things like this. So this is from 1959, and I don't think I have this one yet. Oh my God, look at that very terrifying clown. Make sure that's showing up. Yep, that is absolutely showing up in frame. Yikes. I like this little yellow. Ah, perfect. Cute. Oh my God, a giant candle. Wow, that's a look. See this little Santa? Can you imagine receiving this as a gift? This is a gift that you would bring over to a neighbor. St. Patrick's Day treats. Maybe I will try some of these. All right, so another new Better Homes and Gardens cookbook. And then we have 2 more things. We have these really large magazines again from the 1930s. This one's from 1936, and this one is from 1938. I think I got these at a thrift store. How much do you really know about your baby? Do you know that the choice of the wrong first solid food may bring on loss of weight, lowered vitality, and dangerous upsets? I mean, the advertising hasn't, continues to use the same tactics. Your baby's gonna die if you do the wrong thing. Oh, these are cool. I've got a lot of material to do some 1930s, 1940s journals. Lots. Hello, Greasy Nose. Lots of stuff about grease. Look. It's hard to believe that feminine hygiene can be so dainty, easy, and greaseless. What was happening? What was happening? Oh my gosh, look at this chewing gum ad. How healthful double mint gum makes you double lovely. Is it any wonder she's attractive to men now? What is this for? It isn't normal to be thin and bony so that people consider you gawky and ungainly. Solid, firm, natural flesh is your birthright, and noticeable lack of it is due to a simple disturbance. Diet culture kills me. I mean, it's literally killing people. What is this thing you're gonna do? If you're thin and look ungainly because of inefficient vitamin B, so it plumps you up, yeast foam tablets are available. Oh, okay. Wow. This one is about how to be thinner. Oh my God. Okay. Fuck. Diet culture, man. Just been torturing all of us for 100 years. Super cute. I don't like housework. I'm an enthusiastic user, bon ami, because I don't like housework. Saves time and saves work. All right. I'm in. Count me in. Oh my God. We got some sweet queer things happening in here. You kiss someone once more, you may receive the active germs of the cold victim by direct contact. So this is about Listerine for colds. I mean, this is so cute. All right, y'all, that is the end of this haul video. Lengthy, and now I need to figure out where to put all this stuff in my craft room. And then I will come back and look through all of these photographs, the big stack of them. And then also, maybe in the same video, figure out what these are. And if there's anything good in here. I see some ferns right here. That's a good sign. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.